Welcome to Author's Ideas, a production of JR Global, an MJR production. This series is based on the recent Oxford University Press published book, Global Business in the Age of Destruction and Distraction. As a part of their Global Business series, Gaurav Rastogi joins J.R. Klein and Mahesh Joshi in examining and exploring the disruptive nature of today's world, and introduces ideas for learning how to cope with disruption and remain relevant. Here is your host, J.R. Klein.
Digital overload may be the defining problem of today's workplace. As we've said before, all day and all night on laptops, desktops, tablets, smartphones, we're bombarded with so many messages and alerts that even when we want to focus, it's nearly impossible. The old world is being destroyed. Whether it is politics, technology, business, or economics, distraction poses a larger threat to performance and productivity. The impact is not just relegated to the organizational sphere, but is even more prominent in the workforce, on workers and leaders alike. Office distractions eat up an average of 2 hours a day per person. And that's in addition to the way people distract themselves. Human beings switch activities every 3 minutes, meaning that they change focus about 20 times each hour. Understand that human attention is a valuable, productive, and fragile resource, and finding ways to protect it rather than interrupt and undermine it is important. The challenge is especially paradoxical in a digital world where CEOs are more visible than ever, yet have fewer personal interactions. They are suddenly more noticeable and obvious in the organization, the community, and often in the media. Many leaders have thousands of social media followers, but do not know who their real friends are. It may be tough to sympathize with a CEO who is experiencing loneliness. The simple fact is that the CEO's loneliness and isolation is bad for business and all the people working for the organization. The first challenge for leaders on the mountain will be natural for some and agonizing for others. They must be able to acknowledge their vulnerability and change their habits. Building habits is about the positive effect on the working lifestyle of small changes, but what often matters most is understanding the negative feeling and the sense of isolation are not unique. There are specific introspective tools that can push leaders toward better performance and efficiency. Understanding the value of time is a tool that is essential for leaders. This is about leaders valuing their time and also valuing the time of people. A leader's ability to handle time as an asset rather than as a liability is essential. Another important tool is the ability to slow time. Learn how to stop your mind from wandering away has the effect of slowing down time and facilitating focus on one thing at a time. As distractions are culling the time to complete the task, expand. The basic behavioral equation says that all behavior is driven by emotion and all emotion is driven by thought. The equation sets the foundation for one of the most important aspects of leadership character. It is not being a character, but having a character. People live in ideas. They live in things that can be computed and figured out in the brain. The real source of energy for humans is passion. This cognitive companion is where the true source of energy lies. A leader can connect to passion not only as a source of energy, but of clarity and purpose. Just as the heart is the center of everything in the physical body, so is passion, the heart, the center of existence.
Thank you for listening. If you are interested in more of the author's ideas, look for their Oxford University Press published books on global business, wherever books are sold. If you are interested in contacting the authors, they can be reached at info@jrglobal.co.